What I was referring to is big companies should never let little companies beat them.
Little companies beat the.
They shouldn't.
They shouldn't.
It was an indication and an indictment on big companies being slow when they get big.
Right. Okay. And you mentioned that big companies shouldn't use fertilizers to grow. That was a really good analogy. That I
see.
liked.
Right. So, thinking back to the interview that you're talking about, what I'm fascinated by a couple things. One, little companies beating big companies should never happen. It's a bigger indication on the big company, not the little company. Two, I hate when big companies try to change rules because they're big. That's the complete antithesis to capitalism.
Exactly.
Capitalism in its purest state, I'm looking forward to when I'm not at the top of my game to lose. I think the maturity of capitalism in certain places is they try to change the rules. That I don't appreciate. I look forward to the day, and even daily, I like when somebody makes content that's growing faster than mine. I like when somebody makes a better investment than me. It reminds me that it's a fair game, and if you're better, that's what happened to me. In 2009, when nobody was watching my videos, I just kept being better, and eventually it led to this. That's the way it should be.
So another question based on these big companies. As you grow in a business-wise, as you grow bigger and bigger and make more profit, there's this thing where I believe companies get big egos.
Of course.
Like even super inflated egos.
Of course.
How do you mediate that? Like, how does someone keep in check of their ego? Because I believe ego is the number one thing that can destroy a person's well-being and even reputation and so forth to companies, right?
Humans and companies are different. So the way you asked the question started as companies, but then it went into humans. When you're fat, you're not hungry. It's human nature. Like, first of all, ego is insecurity. It's just hidden. Complacency is what I think you're referring to. It's people get complacent. It's why third generation, fourth generation wealthy people never succeed. They were handed everything. They're
on a
not
silver
hungry.
platter blade, basically.
There's no way my children can be as hungry as me. It's impossible.
Wow.
And by the way, there's nothing wrong with that. That's good. That means somebody else who didn't grow up with something gets to kill them. That's the game.